Hello there. Well, I am out and about today. Yes, it was a rough day. It was a rough day earlier today. I actually just met with a friend for lunch. We went to Copper Hawk, which enjoyed our meal, had a great time. It was a bit rough getting ready. I was feeling sick. I was sweating. It was horrible the way I was sweating. I was feeling lightheaded, and I had to make a decision. I had to decide, do I call up my friend and be like, hey, I can't make it, not feeling well? Do I push through? And I decided to push through, to try to shake it off the best that I can, because my son will be back home tomorrow. School starts tomorrow. And it's just going to be my son and I in the house. And I'm going to have moments where I'm not feeling the best, but I'm going to have to push through. I'm going to have to push through and do the best that I can, because I'm still responsible for an 8-year-old. He's hyper at times, not all the times. And yeah, I don't have that luxury of being in bed and not paying attention to my son, or having, not necessarily not pay attention to him, but having somebody else like cater to him while mom lays in bed and have to deal with whatever side effects that comes my way. So I had to push through, and I'm super duper glad that I end up pushing through, because I had such an awesome time at lunch. I was a bit concerned that I wouldn't be able to hold anything down, because that was another symptom I was having. I was kind of dry heaving for a little bit, but no, I was able to keep everything down. So I'm truly grateful for that. And I didn't want to stay in bed. I've been in bed all day yesterday, and a good part on Friday, because I was just so exhausted. I think I was just so exhausted from last week. I had a doctor appointment Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I had a date on Tuesday. I was supposed to have one on Thursday, and that was canceled. And I had meet the teacher on Wednesday. So it was really a busy week last week. And I had my doctor appointment was at 9:00 in the morning. And I just remember when I got out of my doctor appointment, I went straight home. I went straight to bed, and I stayed in bed pretty much all day. The only time I got up was to eat and to use the restroom, but I was in bed all day. And then Saturday, I was extremely exhausted. I stayed in bed Saturday. Had family come over to clean and to do laundry, and I just stayed in bed. And today I was like, I need to get up, I need to get moving. Granted, my side effects kicked in. I was feeling sick, but I pushed through. I will have to say, while I was at the restaurant eating, my hot flashes kicked in. So here I am eating my meal, and I'm sweating all over the place, which is so embarrassing. That's actually something that had happened to me on one of my dates a couple of months ago. It's actually last month. It's not a pretty thing when you're like in AC and you're okay, and then all of a sudden you're sweating. But I keep hearing all these side effects are temporary side effects. So I'm hoping 6 months post chemo that maybe they'll go away. So far I'm only 2 months post chemo, so I got a ways to go. I do want to say that last week Tuesday I saw the radiation doctor, and I did the stimulation and the mapping. Wednesday they called me to let me know that the radiation doctor had said that they wanted to have saline removed from my breast because it was too big. Surprising enough, they thought it was too big. I didn't think it was too big, but they believe it was too big. So I went in Thursday to the plastic surgeon, and they removed saline from my breast. And they removed a lot of saline. I feel like I have mosquito bites now. They removed a lot of saline. They removed more that was in there after surgery. So therefore I could be as flat as I could possibly be for radiation. So when I went in Friday for radiation, they remapped me again to make sure I aligned perfectly with the little 3 tattoos they put on my body, the little 3 freckle tattoos, and everything aligned perfectly. My breast was the right size for them to do the radiation, so we didn't have any problems there. So I'm good to go. I have to go back and see my plastic surgeon after radiation, so therefore they could put saline back into my breast and expand the breast, the skin, so to say. But I will say this: dating has been interesting while battling cancer. I still feel the same way that I did when I was diagnosed with cancer. I don't have the energy to go back and forth with anyone. I don't have the energy to deal with somebody else's emotion. And I am very transparent and upfront with my situation. So if it gets to a point where the guys I'm meeting on these dating sites, or get to a point where I'm going to meet them in person, I let them know before we even meet, like, hey, I have cancer. If this is something that you cannot deal with, or it's not your cup of tea, then there's no need for us to meet up. But the guys that I have mentioned this, they have been really open to it. They've been really, really nice and sympathetic and understanding. Surprising enough, some actually had a family member that had cancer, so they get it. Some had their mother that had cancer, so they get it. Granted, some had their mother that died from cancer, which I really don't know how I feel about that one, because it's like, I'm glad you understand. I'm glad you get that I will have my days and my moments where I'll be like great one day, and then I'll be like sad, or I'll be like the hell with the world another day. But if your mom died from cancer, did you really heal from that trauma? Because I'm like, I don't want to interact with somebody that has not healed from that trauma, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm towards the end of all this. I just only have radiation left, and I'm planning to enjoy life, to live life to the fullest, to celebrate, to party. So I'm not planning on dying from this. My body been through a lot. So it's really weird, but I do like the fact that there's a lot of understanding guys out there that just get it. And I'm not make them aware, I'm not looking for a caretaker. I could take care of myself. But it's just great to have someone to talk to that gets it, that understand, that does not judge me, that does not tell me that, hey, you cannot be negative, you need to stay positive. Like, I get it. Like, I get that I can't be positive all the time, and it's great to know that a guy knows that I can't be positive all the time, because I'm going through a lot of emotions with this cancer and what's going on with my body and what's going on with my life with dealing with cancer. So it's been really great. There is a guy on a different note that would text me every day with, I call sweet nothing, Hallmark messages. Oh, the birds are blue and the sun is beaming outside, and I just love to hear from you. All just sweet words, which is thoughtful, and I do always end up telling him thank you. But when you experience certain things in life, sweet words really don't do anything for me. I once dated a guy that had sweet words for me. He was also a text type of guy. He loved to text me things in the morning and probably in the afternoon. I can't really remember if it was twice a day during our dating stage. But he would text me every morning. I think he would say sweet nothing as well. But this other guy had my ex beat, because his was like Hallmark type of messages, like stuff out of poetry type. It was very poetic. But after being with my ex and getting those type of messages, which I thought was so sweet and so kind and whatnot, and then when I end up finding out that he was texting other ladies sweet nothing, talking about how much he missed them and how much he loved them when he was already professing his love for me. I end up getting to a point in my life where I actually hate them. I hate sweet nothing text messages. It got to the point with my ex that I didn't like him texting me at all. Don't even text me good morning. Because now they mean nothing. They mean nothing. Once you find out that someone that has been texting you sweet nothing, and then they're busy and you're in a committed relationship, you finally get into a committed relationship with this individual, and you find out this individual is out there just texting different ladies sweet nothing and professing his love, and also texting good morning probably right after he texts me good morning. It now means nothing. It now means nothing. Granted, with this new dude, I couldn't tell him that, but here I feel bad for him because he's texting me all these sweet nothings and they mean nothing to me. They're nice, very poetic, sweet words, thank you, but it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's something I need to work on, but yeah, I really started hating text messages from my ex. Really, and I didn't realize how much until like recently when I was dealing with this other dude and his text messages. But yeah, I really hated getting text messages from my ex. I'm telling you, even to the point of like my ex sending me, and this is when we was in a relationship, him sending me just a good morning, baby. No, don't like it. It's like, how do you bounce back from that when you got caught texting a whole bunch of other ladies? But whatever. But I'm learning what I like, what I don't like. I'm learning throughout this process what works for me, what doesn't work for me. I'm learning all over again what I want. So dating has been